What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is BW Fitness. Today we're talking about Alpha Theory's K9 Strawberry Daiquiri. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so if you're new to the channel, obviously you have not seen my review of the Alpha Theory K9 Peach Mango flavor that I did. That was the original review that I did of this pre-workout. Nothing is really different here, but I am going to go through a full review here. We're going to break down this review into 4 different parts. We're going to talk about number 1, price. Number 2, the label ingredient breakdown. Thirdly, we'll talk about taste. And then lastly, we'll talk about the effects. But for those of you that are not new to the channel, obviously just a quick little update. We are back here in Austin filming this today, going live tomorrow, the day you guys are seeing this, Monday. We are going to crank out a couple more reviews here, and then we actually are heading back to Los Angeles for more work for the next 2 weeks. So look forward to a vlog later this week, guys. I am going to do a full vlog. It's going to be pretty much everything that's going on tomorrow, and then we'll do another vlog the week after. But stay tuned. Make sure, like I said, hit that bell for notifications so you guys know when every upload goes live. Let's get into this, guys. Price. This comes in at $34.99 right off their website. There's 30 full servings in here with that price breakdown. It is going to come in at $1.17 a serving. That's crazy. That's awesome. And again, that comes in at a 9 out of 10 now. But wait, if you use the discount code VW25, guys, that'll save you 25% off your order. Now, I am not affiliated with Alpha Theory. They did send me the product for free. I do not get any sort of kickback if you guys use that discount code, just being fully transparent with that. It's really just to save you guys a little bit of money. Here's the thing. I have pointed this out about ghosts, and I always keep my reviews completely unbiased. I'm going to do it here again. They do charge shipping charges, so the 25 somewhat offsets the shipping charges, right? From what I can tell, and I haven't reached out to them, I probably should, is if they do any sort of like tiered shipping, free shipping if you spend X amount of dollars. I didn't notice that when I tried adding a couple products to the cart and checking out, but it might be something maybe they do later down the road. I said this about Ghost. I base my ratings on the original price, not the discounted price, but in this case, guys, 9 out of 10. Solid, solid. If you guys use the 25% off, you're gonna basically get free shipping, or you can think about it as it's going to be about, what, $8, $9 almost off, which makes this well into the 10 out of 10 range. But for consistency, 9 out of 10, guys, in terms of pricing, I think this is phenomenal. It is on that high end of the 9 out of 10, but definitely 9 out of 10. Awesome. Let's move right into that label ingredient breakdown, guys. We'll pull that up now. 1 scoop, 16.1 grams. So right there, I would say on the medium to high end of scoop sizes, if you're a scoop size chaser, if you know what I'm saying. 30 full servings, like I said, guys. I think that's great. I really appreciate when brands do the 30 full servings. I get the 20 because a lot of people don't work out 6 days a week or 7 days a week. But, you know, for those of us that are investing in supplements, I feel like we are hitting the gym usually at least 5 days, at least. Maybe that 6th or 7th day is a cardio day, but teach their own, whatever. So yeah, let's move right into this label, guys. Like I said, 16.1 gram scoop. We start out with basically a bunch of vitamins and minerals here, some hydration stuff, some calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, which is great. Love seeing that. Some B12 that's going to help with energy, and some vitamin C, which is always great to see as well. I typically don't talk about a lot about that if you guys are new to the channel. So let's get into the active ingredients of this pre-workout. Like I said, 6 grams of L-citrulline malate, 1-to-1 ratio, not a 2-to-1 ratio. I had to really kind of think about that real quick. So it's basically about 3 grams of citrulline and 3 grams of the malic acid. I think this is a little bit low. I would prefer about 4 to 6 grams of pure citrulline, but a lot of people prefer the citrulline malate. They have better experience in terms of pumps. That is what it is going to help with. 3.2 grams of beta-alanine. It's going to give you those beta tingles responsible for potentially flushing lactic acid buildup within the body when you're working out. So obviously a very good ingredient to have. A very standard ingredient that you see in a lot of pre-workouts, guys. I mean, a lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. It's kind of one or the other. Personally, for me, I love it, and I love seeing 3.2 grams, which is an efficacious dose. Next up, 2.5 grams of the betaine anhydrous. It's going to help with strength, power output. Another standard kind of ingredient. I would say standard in the sense that, like, the majority of pre-workouts have betaine in there. I'm starting to see a few more that don't put it in there. I like it personally. I think it should be a staple standard ingredient like creatine or beta-alanine, citrulline, arginine, those sort of ingredients. It should be a standard, but definitely an efficacious dose there. 1 gram of creatine monohydrate. This can go either way. I like that they're pushing on the low side of this. Efficacious dose, depending on your weight and size, is going to be about 5 grams, plus or minus, okay, of creatine monohydrate. 1 gram, obviously on the lower side, but for some apparent reason, a lot of people just don't like creatine monohydrate in their pre-workouts. I don't know if it's because of bloating issues. I'm not too sure. Personally, for me, I take 5 grams of creatine monohydrate every single day with Crea Clear right there by Cage Muscle. And so for me personally, I don't mind adding another gram, or if it's 2 grams, or even if it's 5 grams. That's not a problem for me. I think it's good. This can be kind of argued, I guess, 2 different ways. Is one, adverse side effects some people have, and 2, they might be just throwing in a little bit of creatine because it's a cheaper ingredient to make the scoop size bigger, right? I don't think that's the case. Like I said, I like that there's 1 gram. I'll just kind of leave it at that. That's my personal take. 1 gram of L-taurine, kind of a standard amino acid, going to help with energy potentially. I mean, taurine is pretty much in every single supplement that you see out right now, pre-workouts especially. 1 gram is definitely an efficacious dose. Good amount there. Obviously, you can push a little bit higher, but typically I like to see at least 1 gram. And then the big hitter, 350 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. That's main stimulant in this. The only stimulant really in this, and 350 is definitely a solid amount. Now, again, I've talked about this label before, fully disclosed. I think everything on here is efficaciously dosed, aside from the creatine monohydrate, but that can be kind of however you want to argue that. For me personally, I don't mind that it's in there. I wouldn't ever really judge a pre-workout for being efficaciously dosed when it comes to creatine monohydrate, because it is one of those ingredients that's kind of like hit or miss. Same with beta-alanine. I can see where some companies only do like 1.6 grams, half an amount, or even 1 gram of beta-alanine, because they don't want to push too far and then really turn off a lot of consumers. So in terms of the label, guys, like I said, 16.1 grams, I think there's a lot of great hydration. There's a hydration complex in here in terms of vitamins and minerals in here. And then, it's a pretty straightforward, simple pre-workout. So how does it come out in the effects? We'll get to that here in a second. In terms of the label ingredient breakdown, guys, I am going to give this a 9 out of 10. Is it the most stacked label? No, but you can find really great pre-workouts, guys, that are not full of a million different stimulants, a bunch of different pump ingredients. Sometimes simple is better. For me personally, we'll get into the effects and I'll kind of talk about why I kind of have that energy towards why I think simple is almost better in this case. So yeah, 9 out of 10 in terms of the label ingredient breakdown, guys. All right, guys, let's move right into that taste section. Now, like I said, we have the strawberry daiquiri right here, and it is unopened right there. And this is a little bit different. Obviously, we're downstairs. Honestly, Katie's upstairs sleeping. And I wanted to make sure that I got this pre-workout in. It is Saturday. You guys are obviously watching this Monday, but obviously we wanted to make sure that we were completely honest, and we open it with you guys like we always do and do a full taste test. Now, like I said, I really enjoyed the mango version of this pre-workout, and I'm definitely looking forward to the strawberry daiquiri. All right, this does recommend 8 to 12 ounces of water. We have 10 ounces of water here. 1 full scoop. So that's the hardest part, is getting the scooper back in there after you've pulled it out and it's brand new. All right, let's give this a nice good shake. And here you go, guys. A little bit of foaming, as you guys can see here. Bottom has very minimal sediment on there, nothing too crazy. Pretty light in color, I would say, as you guys can see there. Cheers. Ooh. It's like a strawberry Jolly Rancher. Yeah, exactly like a strawberry Jolly Rancher to me. It's crisp, it's light, everything mixes up very nicely. It has a little bit of some sort of tang to it. Like I said, that kind of Jolly Rancher, kind of sour kind of flavor in there. Do I think it tastes like a strawberry daiquiri? I don't know about that. Definitely a strawberry flavor here. To be honest with you, between the two, I really enjoyed the mango. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This would definitely be my second, but definitely a solid taste here. Strawberry is not typically my go-to. Usually if I'm gonna do anything that's red, it's usually like a fruit punch. I don't even like typically a watermelon or anything like that. But honestly, this is pretty dang good. I don't think it's overly sweet. I think it mixes up very nicely. In terms of taste, I am gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Like I said, their mango flavor is just off the charts good, tastes delicious. I think for me, like I like tropical fruits more than like what are strawberries? Strawberry fruits, I don't know, apples, that sort of thing. This is definitely solid though. Check it out. We're gonna run this for a couple days, guys. We'll come back and we'll talk about the effects. We'll see you here soon. All right, so let's move right into the effects, guys. That's probably the reason why you're here. Now, the first time I ran this and I tested it, it was basically one time. At the time I was only doing one workout, and then I would do the review, come back and do the review. Now that we kind of space things out and we're trying to run things at least a minimum of 2 days, that is how long we ran this, 2 full days, a push day and a pull day. And I said this in the original, I'm gonna say it again today. I think this is a solid pre-workout. Is it for beginners? Sure. It's going to be higher stim. Just be prepared. Is it for intermediate lifters that want something simple? Definitely. Is it for your advanced stim junkies? I would not say so. And obviously, there's only one stimulant in here, so that's to be expected. I get a lot of people in comments that they're like, "Oh, this is not stim junkie pre-workout." Yeah, not everyone out there is a stim junkie. Not everyone out there is a beginner. It can go either way. I think the effects of this are actually really good. I said this in the original review. I think this is kind of one that came out of left field that I wasn't too sure what to think because it is so simplistic. And I actually have gotten really great effects from it. And I think the ingredients in here are simple, efficaciously dosed. I felt like the pumps have been really solid the last couple days that I've ran this. Obviously, for me personally, this is more of a flavor kind of review. But I think it is important to talk about the effects because this is a company that I think is going somewhat under the radar right now. And I can see big things coming from them soon. I don't know if they are. They did release some new products since that original review, and we will talk about those. There's one right there, PCAs, and then a protein down here. Pumps were good. I would say where it kind of lacks for me is the focus. It does not have any nootropic ingredients here, so it's not really to be expected. But for, I guess, the pre-workouts that we've been talking about over the last few months and the last year, you know, a lot of pre-workouts are starting to put nootropic ingredients in there. Obviously, you can stack it with something else, with a nootropic, supplement if you wanted to. But I think the energy is really clean, no crash. I definitely just feel like motivated to get shit done, lack of a better word. But I mean, this is a great beginner intermediate pre-workout in my opinion. I think it can go towards some stim junkies if you potentially stack this with maybe a couple other stimulants or a nootropic of sorts to kind of really bring in that really high focus, high energy kind of impact. But this is definitely a go-to, guys. This is one of those pre-workouts that literally, I think it's sitting right there. I send this out whenever anyone asks me for a solid pre-workout with a good amount of caffeine. This is definitely my go-to. So I can't say enough great things about it. In terms of the effects, guys, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. You might be wondering, well, Vince, you're saying all these really great things about this pre, but why wouldn't it be a 9 or 10 out of 10? Well, again, I think it is missing some of those it is missing nootropic ingredients, and I think it could push a little bit more when it comes to these stimulants. But you know, that's just my personal take. I think it's still overall a phenomenal pre-workout. Definitely check it out. Like I said, head on over to alphatheorysupplements.com. You can use the discount code VW25. Again, no kickback to me. That's really straight up for you guys. You save a little bit of money, save that shipping. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your guys' week. I know things are a little difficult. Gyms are reopening, gyms are closing wherever you're at. Obviously here in Texas, they are still open. In California, when I go back, I'm gonna have to work out back in a garage. A friend of mine, good friend of mine, you might see him later this week. And yeah, guys, appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. And as always, we'll catch you in the next one.